Hello, Roseburg. I hope all is well. Let's be quick here. Uh, all this tariff business going on, the Supreme Court and everything, had no effect on mortgage rates or the bond and mortgage market. Also, point to personal consumption expenditures or the PCE inflation report came in a little bit above expectations last month, and the market didn't care. We didn't see an uptick in rates. Typically, this time last year, either one of these two things would have sent mortgage rates into a tizzy. But the spread between the 10-year fixed bond and mortgage rates keeps compressing, which is by definition deflationary. So we're getting into a better place, and the rates are more consistent, though it's volatile right now. The big news, bottom point here, front page news, the 30-year fixed is back under 6%, hopefully for longer than it was last time around, which is like an hour and a half last month. But the thought is that we're going to stay under 6% and slowly improve. The upshot of that is, on the flip side, the government loans, FHA, VA, USDA, we can now buy those down into the upper 4% and not for the crazy cost that builders were paying. They were paying 3 to 4% in discount fee, or 3 to 4 points, which is 3 to 4% of the loan amount added to closing costs. Uh, for less than 2% discount fee, we're seeing those loans, FHA, VA, USDA, landing in the upper fours right now. Hopefully that lasts and improves as well. Specifically right now, uh, top loan here, the 30-year fixed. Right now it's Tuesday afternoon, 5.875 with no additional fee, no buy down fee, no discount points. FHA and VA and USDA, which is not on this board, are all right at 5.490 with no buy down fee. And yes, you can buy those down typically in this market with the seller concession. So we're looking good there. Go to the bottom loan here, the 10-year fixed ARM. That's an adjustable rate loan, but for the first 10 years, it's not. It has a fixed rate of 5.375% with no discount fee added to closing costs. That's a half a point better than the 30-year fixed with no additional cost. So if this bothers people and they worry about what's going to happen, I don't really push it too much, But for people that have owned a home before and realize that 10 years is a long time, this could be a great tool to get better terms. Next to the bottom row here, this is something new. You're not going to see this at banks or credit unions. This is part of our flex lending suite, which is backed more by hedge funds, which have a different risk threshold. Same kind of guidelines as Fannie Mae, though. This is an investment property. In this case, it could be an investment, single family residence, and have an ADU. So you could have two renters in there. This one's coming in at 6.25% with just 0.5% in discount fee, one half of 1%. If the property is $400,000, that's $2,000 added to closing costs for the discount or buy down fee spot. Okay. The kicker is on this thing, it's just a 15% down payment on an investment property. Now we know that's typically a 25% investment property down payment. So let's go in here. Lower down payments on investments and second homes. The top bullet here, investment property, one unit. Yes, it can have an ADU, but not a duplex. Just 15% down. That's usually 25% down. On second homes, I'm doing a 10% down payment. That's usually a 15% down payment. So this is opening the entry to a lot of people who want to invest in this low price point market, but think they need a bigger chunk of cash to do it. So we should be evangelizing this to our clientele and people, because the thought is, oh my gosh, we need 25% down. You don't. And the best part is the bottom row here, you're not getting killed on the rate and fees. You're getting 6.25 right now with 0.5 discount, which is not much. Typically, it's 25% down. You're paying more in points and fees. But for a single family with an ADU to get in with 15% down, this is a great investment structure. And send me any ideas you might have, or I can pencil any scenarios that you want to as well. That's what I got for you today. I will see you at the big awards gala. Thank you.